Bienvenue chez Bugatti, welcome to Bugatti and welcome to Mulsanne. You know, the year 2019 was for us the best year ever in terms of turnover, in terms of production, in terms of the deliveries to customers, and also in terms of financial results. But even more important for us, for the fans and for our clients, is the fact that we had 3 new cars presented. The first one, on my left-hand side here, La Voiture Noire, which is representing the bridge between us and the golden era of Ettore Bugatti of the 20s and 30s. The second car we presented in the summer, it's the 110, which is representing a bit the Italian intermezzo, where the EB 110 was born. And the third one, maybe the most emotional one, is the Chiron Pur Sport 300 Plus. It's the car which broke the barrier of the 300 miles last year, so a world record. And here we are in the Atelier, and nobody better than Christophe Piochon, our production director and the board member of Bugatti, can explain what we are doing here in Bugatti.
So also from my side, a warm welcome in our Atelier. This is the heart of Bugatti Automobile, where we are assembling every car by hand, and this is made with our 20 technicians within 2 months. You should know that 2019 was a real challenge for us because we managed to produce close to 100 cars. But today I'm very proud to host the first premiere of Bugatti in 2020, and for this I hand over to Stephan Winkelmann.
This is the all-new Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport. This car is all about agility, all about emotions, and I want to explain the car a bit closer. If we start with the design, for us, design follows performance. We have a big wing in the back, we have a massive rear diffuser, we have very large air intakes in the front. All is to improve the aerodynamic and to have a better downforce. And if we continue with the wheels have a negative camber of 2.5 degrees. We have stiffened the springs by over 60%, always in comparison to the Chiron. We have shortened the gear ratio by 18%, which is improving the elasticity of the car by 40%. And with the weight reduction and all the things we put in place, the car is jump starting from 0 to 100 or from 0 to 62 in just 2.3 seconds. And the last thing I would like to remember is that we have a perfect weight to power ratio of just 1.18. And now let me introduce to you our board member, Stefan Elroth, for research and development, and our deputy director in terms of design, Frank Heil. They will give you a bit more of the details of this car in terms of technique and also in terms of design.
I would like to introduce you into the technical specifications of the car. First of all, there's our beautiful W16 engine, where we increased the maximum revs about 200 RPM, which leads to 6,900. That fits perfect together with the gearbox, with the shortened gear ratios and all 7 gears. That means that you have optimized acceleration from 0 to 100, 200, 300. But most important, it increases the elasticity up to 40 to 45%. And this is something which you can feel immediately when you drive the car. Talking about driving the car, we did a lot of improvement in the chassis setup. To get a better performance, to better traction, you have to reduce unsprung mass. And we achieved that using magnesium rims in combination with titanium brake plates, which reduces the unsprung mass in the car nearly up to 20 kilograms. But the most important thing is that we use a new tire, which we developed together with our partner Michelin, which is a special compound for agility and track performance. But all in all, the holistic approach of the Chiron Pur Sport The combination of all those small details and thousands of test kilometers leads to a very agile and easy to drive product, the Chiron Pur Sport. And right now, I'd like to hand over to Frank Heil to show you the details of the design.
At Bugatti Design, we're very proud of our design philosophy, form follows performance. So in particular, on the Pur Sport, this became increasingly important as this car is tailor-made to handling and agility. So on the front of the car should really have that expression of a little bit more angry attitude and the more sinister face, trying to eat up the road, right? So we've increased the size of the air intakes in both directions. We've increased the size of the horseshoe, much thinner profile, and we've also put in a much more aggressive front splitter. Coming round to the side, we've introduced a new horizontal split that splits the car up in 2/3, 1/3 volume to reduce the visual height of the car and make it sit even lower and make it look longer as well. On the rear, we've added a massive 1.90 m rear wing to counterbalance all the downforce that we found in the front. And that works in correlation with a massive diffuser that together shape this X theme. Also, we've added a 3D printed titanium exhaust tip that has really thin wall thicknesses and saves the weight where it matters on a mid-engine architecture behind the rear wheels. And all that together is pure agility, pure emotion, and pure sport.
2019 was the best year ever for Bugatti in terms of turnover, in terms of production, in terms of delivery, and also in terms of financial result. And I have to say, even better than this, we launched 3 new cars. The first one, La Voiture Noire, was the bridging of our time to the 20s and 30s, so the golden era of Ettore Bugatti. The second one was the 110, was the bridging to the Italian Intermezzo, to the EB 110. And the third one, maybe the most emotional one, was the one who broke the record, the barrier of the 300 miles per hour. This is the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. But the Chiron Pur Sport is all about emotions, it's all about agility. It's a car which is meant to be fast on windy roads, very quick. So we improved the aerodynamics, we improved the downforce, we changed the camber of the wheels, we stiffened the springs, we shortened the gear ratios, and we reduced the weight of the car by 50 kilos or 110 pounds, which makes the car jumpstart from 0 to 62 or 0 to 100 in just 2.3 seconds. And we have a perfect weight to power ratio of just 1.18 kilos per horsepower. There is a good equilibration because we have the center of gravity is the Chiron and the Chiron Sport. We have on the other extreme, we have the Chiron Super Sport, which is for longitudinal acceleration and top speed. And we have on the other extreme of the scala, we have the Chiron Pur Sport, which is all about handling, short gear ratio, and not so much about top speed, but much more about acceleration and lateral acceleration. L'anno 2019 per la Bugatti è stato il migliore anno della nostra storia per quanto riguarda il fatturato, per quanto riguarda la produzione e anche le consegne ai clienti e naturalmente anche per quanto riguarda il risultato economico. Però forse ancora più emozionante, più impattante per i nostri clienti e per i nostri fans è stato il lancio di 3 nuovi prodotti, a partire dalla Voiture Noire che è stato un po' il ponte verso gli anni 20 e 30, il tempo migliore del tempo di Ettore Bugatti. Poi c'era la 110 che era un po' a rappresentare l'intermezzo italiano, il tempo di Campogalliano. E poi forse la cosa che ha più impattato noi e i nostri clienti, ma anche i fans, è il fatto che siamo stati i primi con la Chiron Super Sport 300 più a oltrepassare la barriera delle 300 miglia all'ora o 490,4 km/h. La Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport è concentrata sull'agilità, sull'emozione. La deportanza e l'aerodinamica sono 2 fattori essenziali per quanto riguarda il design. Abbiamo introdotto molte misure, tra l'altro abbiamo irrigidito le sospensioni di più del 60%, abbiamo accorciato i rapporti del cambio per aumentare l'elasticità del 40%, abbiamo ridotto il peso di 50 kg e il rapporto peso-potenza per questa macchina è su dei livelli eccezionali 1,18 kg per cavallo. E con queste misure la macchina accelera da 0 a 100 in soli 2,3 secondi. Nella famiglia della Chiron naturalmente noi abbiamo il centro, che è la Chiron stessa, con la Chiron Sport, e dall'altro lato estremo, abbiamo la Super Sport, che è per l'accelerazione longitudinale e per la velocità massima, e dall'altro lato della scala abbiamo la Pur Sport, che è tutta concentrata sulla manovrabilità, sul handling e sull'accelerazione laterale. Das Jahr 2019 war das beste Jahr in der Geschichte von Bugatti, sowohl was den Umsatz, die Produktion als auch die Auslieferung an Kunden anbelangt und natürlich auch was das finanzielle Resultat anbelangt. Aber noch emotionaler war natürlich für uns alle die Tatsache, dass wir 3 neue Produkte vorgestellt haben. Angefangen mit la Voiture Noire, die ein bisschen eine Brücke gebildet hat zu den goldenen 20er und 30er Jahren aus der Zeit von Ettore Bugatti. Dann der 110, der das italienische Intermezzo repräsentiert. Und last but not least der Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, der das erste Fahrzeug war, der die Barriere der 300 Meilen durchbrochen hat. Der Chiron Pur Sport ist voll auf Agilität getrimmt. Es ist ein sehr emotionales Auto. Beim Design haben wir wirklich auf Form follows Performance geachtet, auf Aerodynamik und Abtrieb. Wir haben das Fahrwerk gestrafft, wir haben den Radsturz verändert, wir haben die Gänge gekürzt, wir haben das Gewicht um 50 Kilo reduziert und wir haben die Beschleunigung von 0 auf 100 auf 2,3 Sekunden gebracht, was ein sensationeller Wert ist. Und das Leistungsgewicht liegt bei 1,18 Kilo pro Pferdestärke. Bei der Chiron-Familie ist der Chiron zentral, was Komfort und Performance angeht. Auf dem anderen Extrem der Skala ist der Supersport, wo es vor allen Dingen um Längsbeschleunigung und Höchstgeschwindigkeit geht. Und auf der anderen Seite der Skala ist der Pur Sport, wo es um Handlingsverhalten und Querbeschleunigung geht und natürlich Beschleunigung an sich.